Don't come to the club and start talking about what we've done in the past. Talk about what you haven't done anything.
He's won a trophy this season.
I said this season.
You
You ain't got a trophy.
This is Welcome back to another episode of Podcast Pundits. I'll be your host with the most, and it's not even close. And I'll go by the name of Striver, or you can call me Strives. I know I do that the wrong way around, innit? You can call me Strives, or you can call me Striver. And I'm obviously an Arsenal fan, as you can see. And I'm repping England and Nigeria on its international duty. And it's a two-man episode this time. After the cracker that we gave you last week, we thought we'd calm it right back down. So I'm joined by my fellow podcast pundit.
Yo, it's your boy Joey Nomadic, aka Liverpool's #1 supporter. Here also repping Liverpool with a vintage kit and got the varsity jacket. Obviously, Strav's been stalking me, innit? And he thought today is the day to wear his jacket for some reason, but we didn't collaborate on this one still, man. But yeah, man, happy to be here, man. Love talking about football, man. So luckily, I'm not fighting three other men this episode. It's just gonna be the farewell. Strive's gonna catch a farewell 1-on-1. Yeah, let's go, man.
Yeah, man. That episode was funny to listen back to, man. Even I don't always listen back to all of the episodes. I just listen back to moments. Yeah, but that one I actually enjoyed listening to the Carnage because I think I blacked out at certain times, yeah, through the rage of not being able to get my points across. So I even forgot stuff happened as it happens. I was like, oh, is that how it went down? Yeah. So yeah, no, it was a good one, man. It was a good one.
You feel vindicated in your outbursts in terms of asking the audience. Did you ask anyone like how they viewed it?
You know what? It was funny.
You were saying that when you watch this, tell me.
Yeah, so what's going on? Well, that got called ambush. Hey, I mess with Ambush as well, but basically I know Ambush was on one pod, Spill the Juice or something, and he was so passionate, yeah. He weren't letting anybody get their points across, so he wanted to finish off what he was saying. So that got called Ambush. Then obviously then Estrada had some critique from my hosting saying I should have let Doug have the floor and give him as long as he wanted or not asked him any questions. Who else was there? There was others that just enjoyed the carnage between you and I.
Yeah. But you know what though? At the start of the episode, I didn't say much.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you tried to put it on me, stick it on me, bro, I was like, obviously, like, you want to swing? Let's swing it out,
let's go.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah, man. It was vintage podcast pundits, man. So it was good, man. But before we get cracking, let me let everybody know where you can find us. Obviously, if you're listening or you're watching, you found us already. So well played. You got a job to do, man. You got to let your friends, you got to let your family know where you...
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah, man. Let them know where to find us, man. We're on all digital streaming platforms. We're on Amazon. We're on Google. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on YouTube. Probably should get back on SoundCloud one of these days. But look, we're everywhere. So yeah, man. Podcast Pundits. And on social media, Instagram, we're Podcast Pundits _. TikTok, we're just Podcast Pundits. X, formerly known as Twitter, we're Podcast Pundits _. And Facebook, we're Podcast Pundits as well. So yes, press that like button, press that share button, press that subscribe button. And yeah, man, it helps us grow, man. So yeah, and like I said the last episode, man, we really rock with the comments, man, and we do get involved as well. So especially the shorts, I noticed you guys really appreciate the shorts contents as well. So yeah, man, just subscribe, like, share, and you'll see some more of that. Yeah, man, it's been an interesting week of football.
Yeah,
interesting week of football. So obviously Manchester United, man, they dumped on Manchester City. Is it fair to say they dumped on Arsenal?
They dumped on you lot still.
I mean,
do you know why I'd say it's fair? Because it was at your home ground, and you lot, obviously you've been very good in your home ground, didn't it?
Yeah.
They came and then they didn't wipe their feet before walking on your carpet.
They didn't, and then they turned it into a dance floor, to be fair.
But
yeah, okay. I guess they dumped on us. I mean, it's hard to say that when it was 3-2, but yeah, they dumped on us. And the test was, can United do it on a cold day at Fulham? Even though there was that Old Trafford, isn't it?
Was that OT? It was that OT, yeah.
Yeah. But can they do it on a cold day against a team like Fulham? And United were cruising 2-0 up, I believe it
2-0
was.
up, yeah.
Yeah, 2-0 up. Then it looked like they were gonna. It looked like, they might capitulate. That dude that was looking at, making it free on the trot, get about to get his haircut, because once they win 5 games.
Oh,
in a row.
yeah.
He was,
fella.
yeah, man. He started dusting off the cobwebs on his diary, his address book. I was about to go and see his barber, innit? But then
I heard some United fans were pressing him though.
What?
Like, I feel apparently they tried to move to him or something, and saying he's bringing the club into disrepute, embarrassing the club, bro.
What's wrong with fans?
People are weird, isn't it?
Wow, because they did that with the whole AFTV thing. Like, fans express themselves. Like, that's crazy.
I've got to fight you to defend the honor of my club, bro.
What reason, bro? Like, who was it that was? Someone was saying, I can't remember in which one of my group chats. Someone was saying that they think he's cut his hair already and he's using a wig. I've made conspiracy theories.
I was really surprised. It's crazy, bro.
It's mad. But yeah, man, he's probably thinking, yeah, man, let me holler at my barber, man. It's time to get that haircut. And then Fulham, they look like they're gonna spoil the party. Goes back to 2-2. But United, they pull it back together. So a moment of brilliance from Bruno Fernandes. Freaking Bassi pissed me off, man. Pissed me off, bruv. Like, the way he got spun, man, he got dealt with. And then, it was a great goal from Šeško to get the winner. And United won 3-2, man. Did you catch the game?
Yeah, so sat down to watch it, just chilling on the sofa with my little girl. And then I fell asleep after the second goal. So there's nothing else to see here, bro. I'm done, man.
Yeah.
Fell asleep. And then woke up when Kevin had banged in it and saw the replay. It was a banging goal.
Yeah, the goal was sick.
Absolutely banging goal.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking...
I don't think he could believe it.
Yeah, he definitely couldn't believe it. First goal in the Premier League as well, yeah. So, but I knew the game wasn't done there.
What, did you think they might get a winner, or did you think United might do something?
No, so I knew there was a winner. I just didn't know who was going to do it, man. I knew there was definitely 3 points on the line there, man. So.
I was a little bit worried, because normally, you know how I'm like in the group chats. I would have popped up. I would have started going in all the United fans, but I said, nah, so I'm not right, You
don't want to tempt the football gods, bro.
I didn't want to do that, but then, boy, I didn't need to do anything because they responded ASAP. But yeah, he was saying about the Kevin.
Yeah, it was a brilliant goal, man. And I was thinking, who at Fulham would be able to basically wrap up the 3 points? And I thought, Jimenez has already scored, didn't it? So I didn't know who else it could be, man. So
I was hoping it'll be Wilson for my fantasy football.
That's what I thought. I thought maybe Wilson, but I don't know. Wilson didn't have the greatest of games as good as his other games in it. So I didn't think he had the kind of like the bit between the teeth to get the winner in it. So. But I knew it was going to be somebody, and it just ended up being Šeško. I definitely didn't see it being Šeško.
You know what? Yeah, to be fair, neither did I. But it was like a coming home goal for him. He scored some goals and whatnot, but that goal there, that
finish, bro, man.
Yeah, man, it was
top tier finish, man.
Good finish, man, and it definitely will put him in good stead with the fans. Like, when you announce yourself to the fans, like at home at Old Trafford, theatre of dreams.
Yeah,
it was good for him, man. That would be great for his confidence.
Outside of that goal, where did you have Šeško in terms? Obviously, we've had all of these strikers come to the Premier League: Gallagher, Ekitike, Šeško,
not high up the list.
Voltamade.
I didn't have him high up,
but none of them have been amazing.
Yeah,
I think Ekitike has been good. He's been good.
Ekitike has
outside of the goals, like in terms of a whole package striker, he's been good. But I think none of the even Johan Wissa hasn't been the greatest. Voltamade started well.
Yeah.
So you didn't have Šeško high up there, but did you think he is a matter of time, or did you think that I didn't really know how to place it, because it looked like it was a confidence issue with Šeško. Like, was it Grimsby where he didn't want to take a penalty? Yeah.
So I was thinking, at least with my striker, this guy's chomping at the bits to play. Like, whether he's playing with Tim's or whether he's playing with football boots, he wants to get out there. He wants to play.
Is he chomping at the bit to play Grimsby though? Like, obviously, I get Gallagher because he's gone from essentially gone from non-league to Premier League.
But
No shame.
when I was
But
telling you guys
Šeško's-
that was the jump, and saying that you guys need to
Yeah, no, I didn't
calm
believe
it
it,
down.
bro.
I was
I
like,
didn't
calm it down,
believe
man.
it,
That's why I was very modest with the goals he was going to score. But yeah, like with Šeško,
He's been that highly rated for a long time.
yeah, he has. And he was the guy that we were linked with, and that was where all the noise was coming from. His agent was trying to, fleece us, in my opinion. And he ended up going to Manchester United for a lot of money.
Yeah.
And for the money that he's gone to United for, I don't think he's
Underwhelming.
Yeah, it's underwhelming, man. I don't think it's warranted. I don't think he's paid them back yet. And when I'm looking at what he's given, his goal contributions and just everything, his package, looking like he's devoid of confidence or what have you not. And he's devoid of confidence without, in dare I say, I don't think he's even had that much slack. I think there's other strikers that have had way more slack than he has.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm like, what's the problem here? Like, why aren't you hitting the ground running?
But is it kind of like how United haven't hit the ground running, and he's just kind of like a symptom of how United have been this season? But now that United are playing well, he's doing things like scoring goals like that people probably didn't anticipate on the day. Or you wouldn't say, well, you got to be careful with Šeško because he might score a top bins banger last minute of the game.
Like Šeško is one of them players, that he's got talent. There's something in him. But I'd say that about Joshua Zirkzee as well.
Yeah, I still think that as well.
Yeah, you get what I mean? So it's like, you're always waiting, like something's going to happen. When is it going to happen? In regards to United, they've actually been getting results in the Prem because they're not like where they are by accident.
Exactly, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and that was even under Ruben Amorim. It was in the FA Cup, they were trash.
Yeah,
Carabao, trap. Did I do it again?
Just call it League Cup, bro, going forward.
Yeah. But yeah, man, they've just been trash in every competition to the point, they're only playing 40 games in this whole entire season. However, but in the Prem, they're getting results. So if you're getting results and whatnot, I don't know that I can say it's a way that United are playing, so to speak. I think Mboma's not had that issue. Yeah, Cunha was a little bit dead. Yeah, obviously he scored twice now in quick succession, back-to-back goals, but Cunha's been a bit dead. So
isn't Cunha's I don't think he was dead at the beginning. I think it's just like it just wasn't working out for him. Like, for example, like why I wanted Cunha at Liverpool, because when he shoots with intent. He's only started shooting with intent again quite recently, which was a bit weird for me. But isn't that just part of like joining a new team and not looking at certain? Because like I saw that he had technical ability. Like, it's not like when Darwin Núñez joined Liverpool, I was like, right, this guy looks like he's never played football before.
Remember, Cunha came from the Premier League. It's not like this isn't a new environment for him.
It's a new environment, bro. It is still a new environment.
The Prem's not a new environment for him, but I think Manchester United have been a big club, but the expectation of Manchester United, like, it's not been the same as it has been in yesteryears. Like, as in, I said last episode, that Manchester United and Arsenal are the most hated clubs in England, in my opinion. However, Manchester United haven't had the same energy of hatred or like just unfair assertions being made about them this season, purely on the basis that they finished 15th last season. They were knocked out of all competition. Was it 16th?
16th.
Well, even worse. Do you get what I mean? So it's just like, anything has got to be better than this. And then you find yourself find yourself in a top 5 battle. And if anything, Ruben Amorim was making all the headlines, not Manchester United.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I feel like it was a safe space for players to come into United and make their mark.
Yeah.
Hence why I think Brian Mbeumo has done so well. I think he's been sick. Like,
but like United though, even though there's not that much external pressure, there's no drive time show dedicated to Man United on TalkSport like there was for Arsenal or whatever.
Yeah.
But that shirt is heavy.
But has it been heavy this season?
I don't know, but it could have been heavy.
Have you felt it as a rival fan?
Not particularly, but I'm not playing. So I can't really say that. I can say that if I was playing and I was playing for Man United, I might be having flashbacks to the United of old and thinking of what it meant or means to play for Arsenal. I don't know. I can't really say. But what I can say is that I don't, like, if you judge all the players on how Mbeumo or Ekitike have hit the ground running, it's kind of like a survivor's bias or something, because it's like, for example, I drank acid. I didn't die. So why can't you drink acid? Do you know what I mean? Just because when Bremer and them man are doing well, it doesn't mean that everybody should be doing well when you go to a new team. Having played in the Premier
I've
League.
always thought Manchester United have a decent squad.
Yeah, same. I only said they needed 3 players to improve.
You get what I mean? So I thought like they were just a mess in terms of like, management, the structure, and what have you not. But Ruben Amorim was getting results.
Yeah.
If anything, it was Ruben that was getting all the media headlines.
Yeah.
So I'm now looking at Manchester United and I'm going, with this squad, should you be 15th or 16th? No.
No, 100% not.
Marley Marl actually said it before he went on his long hiatus that, and I was challenging him. I'm like, what's going to be different? Like, why should you be better? And he was just like, a team of this quality just shouldn't be 15th or 16th. So just based on that alone, if they just actually respect themselves and just do the bare minimum of respecting themselves, they should be higher up. I think when we was doing the predictions, whatnot, and he was right.
Yeah, 100%.
He was right. And United in United doing that, I'm looking at with the iteration of players that you have available in your squad, I'm expecting Cunha to not be dead. So I'm going to still say, he was dead.
Okay, fair.
You know what I mean? Because ultimately, I would have... When we discuss our players, when I'm discussing Arsenal players, what have you not, I have to be this. I'm seeing my players judged with the same kind of heart. I'm not even thinking I'm being harsh. I think I'm even being fair in saying that he was dead up until recently.
Yeah, no, agreed.
Agreed. Because when we now go on to other clubs, as you will know, like Florian Wirtz or Wirtz, however you pronounce his name, he was getting a hard time.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, he's awake. Even when I said he's awake, you told me to shut my stinking mouth.
Yeah, you have to, bro. I said your stupid mouth.
My stupid mouth, even. Yeah, imagine. Because I was giving this dude a hard time. So why should I switch the energy for Cunha?
No, not Cunha, but yes, Cunha and Šeško. But the thing is that, so my question is, do you anticipate him delivering that kind of quality in a clutch moment? So the Šeško I knew that came to Man United, that was my expectation. Okay. But obviously seeing him in the Premier League, then that kind of expectation kind of dwindled.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like refreshing my memory of what this guy is capable of. So that's kind of what I'm alluding to. Like, can you see the reason why Arsenal were linked with him? And do you think you're going to see more of it for the rest of the season?
I could always see the reason why.
Do you think you're going to see more of it for the rest of the season, or do you think it's going to be like a flash in the pan? And
I think we will see more of it for the rest of the season. The reason why I do, because I think United are like in their pomp at the moment, and I can't see any reason why they can't stay there. Obviously, I actually saw like, even with, right, the negatives will be, Fulham scored 2 goals at Old Trafford. Yeah. That, I mean, whether it's a penalty and a wonder strike, they still scored 2 goals at Old Trafford. So to me, it's more the same, you're leaking too much. Yeah. You had to rely on a clutch moment at the end of the game. Casemiro's like, so somehow he's found his Vavavouma.
Bro, that no look pass is so unnecessary. Bro.
Unnecessary, but it's just kind of, you know, when you're feeling yourself, like, right. You know what I mean? You're stunting, bro, like, you know what I mean? So, Kobe Mainoo, like, he's not doing anything extraordinary, but just in
basics.
The basics, and you know what he's doing? He's dispelling, like, there were certain like narratives that he might not be as physical as a player that needed in the midfield, and he's as physical. I'm not as physical as they come, but he's providing.
He's got good aggression. Sorry, but I think it was that one time McAllister. Remember that game where he tried to protect him? McAllister put him on the deck.
Yes,
and then I think since then people have been questioning him, but he's a scrappy guy and he's very aggressive, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think they've benefited from that. And I know Bruno right now is taking all the headlines at the moment. Like, Bruno is like, I mean, last episode we were talking about, would we take Odegaard over Bruno or Bruno over Odegaard? And I said I was Odegaard over Bruno. I think you did as well.
Yes.
But then when we're going back and forth with the commenters on the post,
I think we kind of got cooked still.
A bit, but then you kind of said Bruno is 10 times the player Odegaard was. You said that in the comment.
No. In terms of, I think Bruno is a better player. He's a better individual player.
In what sense?
And I feel like, bro, if I want to watch Steven Gerrard play, then I'm more going to be drawn towards watching Bruno. Do you know what I mean? If I'm like Steven Gerrard aligned. But if I want to watch Xavi or like those guys who are part of a system and keep the ball ticking and can recycle and can build, then I'm more likely to want Odegaard. That's what I prefer for my team in Liverpool. So that's when I was answering that question, I'd prefer to have Odegaard in a Liverpool team that play how I want to play rather than have Bruno in a Liverpool team.
But then also, obviously this was off camera, so I've got to give some context. You were having conversations with De La Strada, and you was talking about because when Marley Marl asked the question on the episode last week about whether Arteta sets up to win first or to not concede, that sparked a big debate. We can touch on that a little bit later in the pod, but the reason why I bring that up is you were speaking about Arne Slot now being a manager that sets up to not concede rather than going to win. And you spoke about that disparagingly, as in, like, I got the impression you're not really fond of that.
Yeah.
So if you're not fond of that, then why would you want to play like Odegaard that is all about control?
Oh, because I'm not talking about the Arne Slot playing now. I wouldn't want Bruno or Odegaard to suffer through that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I'm talking about last season. When we first had that conversation, I prefer to have Odegaard in that team because I feel like Bruno is sick, but he's a loose cannon. He'll go off script too much, bro.
Yeah.
And obviously it has its rewards, but when you don't need it, it's the ugliest thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
I think with a Bruno, because I think Bruno is a quality player. Like, I don't know if I don't get a chance to say it when we've got bare panels, bare people on the panel, because we're always kind of getting
it's beef, innit?
Each other. Yeah. But no, Bruno is like a top player. Would I call him world class? Debatable.
You call Saka world class?
I do.
Okay, we'll put a pin in that, but it's not logical.
Well, I can give you.
We'll put a pin in that. I don't. But I just want everybody to know.
Yeah. But I think Bruno, like, I mean, there is an argument for him being world class, but I don't know. But I think, okay, obviously Bruno in this season, he's on course to matching or breaking the assist record. I think it's held by, is it Henry and KDB? Or I think it's them two.
One of them,
or at least one of them anyway. So what's he on? 14 assists for the season?
I think it's 15.
Is it 15?
I think it's 15.
Maybe confirm that. And I think the record's 20 or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, outside of his GA, like, the chances that he creates, I think he's been Europe's highest chance creators for the past however many seasons.
Is he this season?
Yeah, I think he's Europe.
I thought Thingy was up there as well, with Florian Wirtz.
It could be. It could be. I believe he is one of them.
No, that's
And then as he's like a final action monster, Bruno. But I think with Bruno, you have to kind of have a team that is set up for him. Like, you have to give him the freedom to do his, and then I think when the reliance can be on one player like that, I think that's a big like responsibility or burden to shoulder and to carry. And I don't know that in my opinion, Manchester United fans would disagree, but I don't know that he's actually shouldered it as well as they might have you believe. Yeah. Because if he has done, why is Manchester United finishing 16th? There should never be a season where that happens. I know it's not just on him only, but I feel like a lot of the time if you play to give Bruno the keys to the city and you're finishing 15th or 16th, then something's wrong. So then why would a Joey Nomadic or a Strives want that guy in my team when you've got a McAllister or a Szoboszlai and I've got Odegaard and he's suiting us just fine. Premier League champions last year, we're going to be the Premier League champions this year. Why would I want Bruno? You get what I mean? So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. But in this game,
12 assists, by the way, Bruno's got.
Was it 12?
Yeah, I thought it was more. Well, I don't know. I saw something where I saw like 15, bro.
Oh, okay, so it's 12.
Maybe
but still, I mean, he's got like a few months left in the Prem to play. You know what I mean? And it's just the Prem. I can't see why he doesn't make a good case to equaling or better in that record, man. And yeah, like he's not doing like with Bruno, he wasn't doing that much in the game.
No, he doesn't a lot of the time.
Yeah,
but then he has magical moments or talismanic moments in it. So.
Yeah. So no, big him up, man. Big up Bruno for that still.
So does that game give you? Obviously, it gives you more confidence than about Man United in terms of where they're capable of going this season. But do you think that, like, if you take the Man United you knew before that game, do you think that they can secure a top 4 position or a European spot?
I think I had Man United in my top 4 in my predictions. I believe I did, and I think they can. Like they've only got the Premier League to play. They're enjoying this Michael Carrick bounce at the moment. The players look happy. The players look up for it.
Yeah.
Casemiro looks like he can give them one more season even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dorgu was a big hit.
Yeah.
You could see in that game. Like,
but is it a big hit though?
Yeah,
because not all of his games have been like that.
no, they haven't. But you know when a player's in their momentum in their stride, like to lose them then, that I felt like that was a big miss. Like similarly, like we're Arsenal,
It
going
happens to
through
Arsenal as well. Like Isak obviously bangs that goal and then
Boom.
doesn't live to see the another day. Bro.
It's a big miss when shit like that happens, man. Like so, yeah. I think where was I going with it? Yeah, I think Dorgu was because in that game, I think that game suited Dorgu's kind of play.
Okay.
From what I saw, anyway.
Yeah.
From what I saw, so and I just think moving forward, they can do with his energy.
Yeah.
The energy that he brings. So, but even withstanding like his absence, his loss, I think United's got what it takes to do it. Do you know what I mean? I think Cunha will start to see. I think we'll start to see the Cunha that we romanticise at Wolves. I say romanticise because I don't want to say like we talk about Wolves because
for sure.
I don't feel like he.
I thought he was banging and I wanted him at Liverpool, so romanticise is definitely the correct term for me.
Yeah, defo. And I think Bruno will push on. Casemiro will push on. Could be Mainoo, however you want to pronounce his name, will be consistent, in my opinion. Maguire, Martinez, they're doing their thing. Benbromo, he's pretty much been consistent all season.
Yeah.
I can't see a reason as to why Manchester United can't finish top 4. They're playing like every 2 weekends.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's like a massive injury, because they did lose Bruno for like the first time ever this season.
Yeah, they did, but he recovered pretty quickly.
Exactly, bro. So I can't really see anything either, to be fair. But no transfer news on Man United, so
no. But look, man, they should be able to with that squad. Like literally, you can play your first 11 every game for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
if you don't get top 4, Manchester United, absolute failure.
Yeah,
absolutely not top 5, top 4, absolute failure.
So that would be Arsenal, Man City, no particular order, obviously.
Yeah.
Arsenal, Man City, Man United.
No, Liverpool and United, I reckon.
No, not in order. I'm just saying.
That would be
Man United.
That would be
Liverpool.
my order. Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, and Manchester United. Chelsea.
Or Villa, because I don't trust Villa. I've never trusted Villa though. But yeah.
Oh snap, Villa, innit?
Yeah, they're third right now, innit? I'm assuming.
Yeah. And it's funny, I put Liverpool third, innit?
We'll get on to that.
Yeah. Let's
revisit. Let's revisit. Let's do the next game and then at the end we'll round up.
Yeah. Let's go on to my fellow Gooner, Thomas Frank. Arsenal boys.
Don't do it like that.
We're on a bender. Thomas Frank, he's a silver member. Big you up, Thomas, man. And Solanke as well. You might be a Gooner as well, man. So yeah, on to my Gooners.
Solanke still, because you lot tried to beef me on Solanke still. You lot said that.
No, that was gold, K.
Nah, you lot chimed in. Maybe you did, but I know Della did as well, and Marley did as well.
I don't know that, because for Richarlison, I ain't got that much, many nice things to say about him.
Yeah. Richarlison's not better than Solanke, bro.
Yeah, I think it was goal K that pushed back.
Yeah, it was definitely goal K.
Yeah. Because I recall. But yeah, man, Solanke's back. I know certain guys in the I got some Spurs fans around me. Certain man are not having Dominic Solanke.
Don't get it, bro. Just cross the ball into him, bruv.
Yeah,
cross the same way Bournemouth did. Cross the ball into him, he'll bang goals, bruv.
But what are you saying for Thomas Frank with a number 9? Because I feel like that was one of your takes as well.
Yeah, Thomas Frank, and I said Dom Solanke is the perfect profile for Thomas Frank. Obviously, he's just come back from injuries, banging out, I think, maybe 3 goals in Europe and this week, bro.
Yeah.
So, Thomas Frank, he needs a number 9, and
So you're saying
Colin Moani ain't the guy.
Yeah, you're saying give him a 9 and you
Give him the 9, bro.
you got a totally different.
I think so, man. I think let him play there because he's physical. Obviously, Richarlison is more scrappy and aggressive than he is like actually physical.
Richarlison did bits at point, popped up with important goals.
No.
Sometimes the goals didn't count for much because they'll end up losing or whatever.
Yeah. So like, here, don't get me wrong, he can do stuff in it, but if you wanna, I don't think he's a striker you have if you want to build a system. Mm-hmm. Especially a system similar to what Thomas Frank is capable of building. I think you go for more of a Ivan Toney / Solanke profile player in it. So somebody who can win flick-ons quite easily and is able to get back into the action. Whereas like Richarlison doesn't really strike me as that kind of guy. He's more interested in other things, man. But yeah, Thomas Frank, man, I think give him time, man. I didn't understand. Obviously, people aren't having Dom Solanke because he's been injured. They're not having him because Thomas Frank is stinking. But if Thomas Frank is doing well, I guarantee you people will be having Dom Solanke, bro.
What's this thing though, with Liverpool fans and Dom Solanke? Because I've noticed,
shit, they're on to us. Jig is up.
You're not the only Liverpool fan that rides for Dom Solanke.
You know what
it's like you're guilty. You feel guilty.
No, I don't, not even guilt, bro. Obviously, I'm disappointed that it didn't work out, bro. Another guy as well is thinking, man, hold tight, Danny Ings, bro. But like, it's like when you're seeing these guys play, and when they turn up, bro, you're seeing people that can play football, and they give you good performances. Maybe not 9 out of 10, but they're giving 8 out of 10s, and then, or even a Chiesa, for example.
Yeah.
Like I'm not too sure about Chiesa over the full 90 minutes, but when they play, they're helping the team and they're building the team up. But then they're just not getting the respect, the due respect. Cody Gakpo is another example, bro. Right? Not getting the due respect in it. I kind of have that same affinity with Dom Solanke, and then he's left and he's gone to Bournemouth and he's badded it up, bro.
Yeah. But well. Was he up until his final season? Because his goal tallies were quite modest, and then that breakout season was the one that earned him the move to Spurs.
It did, but no, wait, hang on. So what we're talking about? Let me get the numbers behind it. But I know he badded up one season for sure.
Yeah. I think that was a season, I think, where he then gone to.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, like he's shown his capability. So I don't think the right conversations are had about him as a player in the Premier League, as a Premier League level player in it. And I think it's kind of the case when you've come through the academy, especially at Chelsea, and then you get offloaded and you kind of become a forgotten player in it.
Yeah,
but like the Ola Ainers, what's the other centre back at Fikayo Tomori? These guys, they're all quality players.
Yeah.
Even Lewis Cook, bruv. These are all quality players that won the FA Cup together as a group. But because you're from that cut and you're not like the top, like Ruben Loftus-Cheek is another guy, you're not at the top of the game, people kind of like par you a bit, whereas if you were transferred in from another league or another country, they'll be
you'd be heralded.
Yeah.
I got you. I hear you on that one. So I mean, Manchester City looked like they could have like put the game to bed in the first half. 2-0 up, could have been 3, could have been 4, and then the whistle blows for half time, and it's a totally different game in the second half. Now, I have to be honest, I didn't pay that much attention to the game because as that game was on, I was whole time my daughter Makaya, I was getting her ready for her baptism. She had a baptism, and so
shout out Max, man.
Yeah, man, big her up, man. So at a young age, I had to give her life to Christ or whatnot. I had to support her. I did say to her, "Yo, I'm missing football for this, man. So I love you, innit?" So I was trying to like watch it whilst getting her to the church and stuff because I had to leave her for a while and then I had to obviously come back for the main gig. So I can't say that I watched the game with full concentration, but it did seem like City were like, it looked like, all right, cool, like either Arsenal fans might have you believe Tottenham are going to throw the game again. Tottenham fans might even fool themselves that they wanted that. They wanted that because.
But I definitely want that next week though. But carry on.
But
carry on.
If you say so. If you say so. Yeah. But then there's been like there's been conversations. In the group chats about Pep Guardiola, and it's can Pep Guardiola rebuild? If no, in fact, actually, no, it wasn't even can he rebuild.
No, because we've had that convo.
Because we've had that. So
yeah.
that was us. Can he rebuild teams? But is Pep Guardiola what Pep Guardiola is made out to be? Is he as good as we've always romanticized him to be? So, for instance, we were comparing him to, let's say, Jurgen Klopp. Because Jurgen Klopp has, in England, he's competed at the very top. He's won everything.
Yeah.
And he's done it with a team that was built without massive splashing the cash. Yes, you had the Coutinho sell and you used that to help rebuild and what have you not. But it was a lot of robbers from was it from Hull he came from?
From Hull, yeah.
Yeah, like those kind of like transfers and building super teams with coaching, good tactics, etc. Whereas a Pep Guardiola has, I don't know, fault of his own. I mean, all the top clubs are doing it now. We're all buying talent and we're all spending 60 mil plus and whatnot. But this has been Pep's legacy, so to speak. Like he buys well. With Manchester City, they scout really well. Like they bring in superstars. Like he's always just been at the top level. Now some will say that he's earned that right. Barcelona B team, got them promoted, came into Barcelona, Real Madrid, they finished like third or 18 points behind them.
Yeah.
So, and then he had to rebuild. He ousted Ronaldinho, which was a big thing at the time. And, Messi, I get it. We know what Pep's done, yeah? We know what he's done. But there's conversations now, like, is Pep that guy? Because now, or has football just caught up to Pep?
I think it's a combination of all of those things. Not about whether he's that guy or not.
Because
I'm
not there. I think Pep's that guy.
Yeah, I think he's confirmed as that guy. But I think something that you probably didn't cover is that I think he's just kind of jaded at Man City. Obviously, we know that he stayed at Barcelona for a certain amount of time. He stayed at Bayern Munich for a certain amount of time, took a break after that and left. Man City is the longest he stayed at a club.
Yeah.
So I think he's kind of expired past his point, the same way Jurgen Klopp knew that he was expiring and said, I've got to leave.
So do you make that observation, or do you fashion that argument, or do you add evidence to that argument when you see second half displays like the one that we saw against Spurs? Because it was evident Spurs was starting to turn the screw.
Yeah.
And he didn't do anything.
But I mean, he hasn't scored a goal in the second half all this calendar year. So I think it's maybe at 5 or 6 games, something like that.
Wow,
including Bodo Glimt. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, but I feel like the signs were there from last season. Obviously, Della is famous saying that the signs were there from last season with Liverpool.
Yeah.
The signs were there from last season with Man City. I've always been saying that Man City, they're not going to come back the same.
But they've come back stronger this season compared to last season.
But it's not the same.
It's not the same.
So yeah, they've come back strong because they splash cash.
But is he not rebuilding though? Because isn't this the first time we've all kind of we've asserted that he's rebuilding at Man City? We're going to get to see what a rebuild under Pep looks like.
No, but people think that you can conduct a rebuild while still having like core members at your team. Like I think Liverpool are doing a rebuild, but Mo Salah's still there. Virgil van Dijk is still there. I think you're still conducting a rebuild.
Yeah.
I think he's done a rebuild whilst having KDB at the team. Okay. Because there was a period where he lost company, got rid of Mahrez, and they brought in players. But KDB was still there.
That's true. Because he went from Aguero to
striker.
Aguero, Man City to
no striker to play
to Haaland.
Figuring it out.
Yeah.
So he's definitely done a rebuild, or maybe you call it a renovation or restructuring.
Yeah.
But,
he's won different ways.
Exactly. Yeah. Various different ways.
Yeah.
So he's still the man, and he's still that guy.
Right.
But I feel like I said, he's a bit jaded. He's been at the club for a lot longer than he's overstayed his welcome, his own welcome, and football has also caught up.
Yeah,
football because the coach I don't know when he first started at was it 2020? I want to say 2017, but I feel like I'm making it up at Man City.
And I would.
But you have to remember, like the guys that were doing their coaching in 2017, if that's when he started, they've matured. So like, and they've matured over with Pep Guardiola's philosophies, and these guys have become coaches at clubs as well. You couldn't get into Man City, so you're gonna do Championship clubs, non-league clubs, lower league clubs that are getting promoted to the Premier League. So you're getting managers like Sunderland who have like, oh wow, yeah, well, my whole, I don't know, obviously I'm just making up, I don't really know much about I think his name's Remy Gard, I think I made that up, but I don't know much about the Sunderland manager. But let's say, for example, he started coaching 10 years ago. All the philosophies of Pep Guardiola, a majority of them have been incorporated into his coaching and his education, innit? So now they have developed on top of Pep Guardiola's philosophies. The only thing is that Pep was also developing on top of his. But people have his ideas as their foundation now. So I think it's a combination of teams catching up to him being jaded, and yeah.
So obviously, with going back into the Spurs and City game, what would be a logical reason as to why you don't bring on like Foden? He's meant to be your star guy.
Yeah, brought him way too late.
And like you give Foden like we used to say in our group too, like, hey, damn minutes, like, like, damn it, man, take that. You know what I mean? Like, have it then. Like,
I want it, have it.
Yeah.
But this is not the first time he's done this to Foden, bro.
And then,
and it's not, this is not alien to him.
What about even Marmoush, who scored and
he doesn't
played?
like Marmoush, bro. I remember I was saying it at the start of the season. You man were beefing me.
You said that, but he started and he scored like just in the game prior.
So
why are you not bringing him? You see,
Pep Guardiola, he doesn't care about that, bro.
But my thing is, why are you not bringing these guys on when you need to win the game and Spurs are putting the pressure on you? It's time to like, all right, cool, we need to counteract this. We need to change something. You got hitters on the bench, allegedly. Why are you not bringing those people on? So I suppose I'm saying all that to say, what's happening? Is Pep losing it?
Is Pep losing it? Potentially. I think the way it is that Pep sees the game in one type of way, and we probably see it in our way. Things that are obvious to us, like bring on Foden, aren't necessarily obvious to him because we don't know what's going on in the training ground. And maybe Foden and Marmoush just are not able to deliver what he wants in it. So I just feel like it's in line with what I've seen from Pep Guardiola before. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've seen Foden even when he was on his hot streak and Pep not playing him because maybe or even Raheem Sterling, because he didn't do one thing that he didn't like. So I'm not fancying you no more. Like, he does that, bro, man. The next thing you know, Phil Foden is at Man United next season, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's capable of doing that, bro.
Yeah, but it's not even just Pep that I think deserves highlights in what's going on at Man City. Rodri, like, he's
madman,
captain, and because he's the captain, he says he seems to have used that as his gateway to criticize the referees, in which he's saying he's not criticizing them, but he's had a full-on outburst at VAR, at referees. He's saying stuff that if those that rock with Podcast Pundits will know that I've said when Arsenal say these things, or even when we haven't said these things, people will get onto us. Rodri has said a madness. He's basically said they don't want us to win. Who are you accusing, Rodri? Who are you? Who is they? Who doesn't want you to win? Because I swear you was playing basketball against Everton last season, bro. And you got away with a few things, bro. So I don't know who you're talking about. Who is they, bro?
Let me step in. He's probably thinking of the charges.
What's going on with those charges?
It's been dropped, bruv.
So
he's not got a leg to stand on.
No leg to stand on.
Yeah, bro. You're talking about basketball last season. You're talking about Doku fly kick to McAllister chest. Bro, they've given so much grace, bro, and he shouldn't have been on the pitch.
I was just about to say that, bro.
He shouldn't have been on the pitch.
This guy had some nerve, nerve.
Audacity, bro.
He's moaning about referees after this guy got to complete the game.
But he's prone to a out there complaint. I can't remember what it was, but I remember him doing one. It wasn't. I think it was 2 seasons ago. He did one. Maybe it was in Champions League. He said something that just didn't make any sense
Possibly.
at all.
I mean, I've been seeing a little bit of saltiness from City players. Like,
yeah.
As I feel like they're losing grip, and Arsenal are now becoming the guys. Like I've been seeing a couple of little like comments here and there. They always seem complimentary of Liverpool, like so you won't see it because they're always complimentary of you boys.
Our battle was looked upon fondly, innit?
Yeah,
like, your battle is
you lot rub each other's backs or whatnot. But us, we're like, yo, bro, we don't need your adoration.
You
bro.
don't, bro.
We're coming for what's ours.
You don't, but then there will come a point where you'll be like, okay,
I don't think we're scratching anyone's backs or rubbing anyone's backs, bro. Like, pause.
You think you're gonna be top forever?
I think that if Arsenal can get across the line this season, I made this prediction a couple of years ago. I said Arsenal are going to dominate English football for the next 3 years or so.
Wait, but now you made that 3 years ago, right?
Whilst I made that
3 years is out, bro.
I don't know if I made that 3 years ago. I think I made it 2 years ago to be exact. However, we've kind of been dominated. We just ain't got nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
So why I find it ironic what Rodri's saying is, Rodri's argument's my argument. I genuinely believe what PG, MOL, VAR and the referees have done to us have robbed us of back-to-back Premier League trophies. So obviously I'm in the camp where I'm like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? Like, what are you mad at? Kind of thing. You've been winning. And a lot of people would have, a lot of people believe that the Prem's in Man City's pocket. That's what a lot of people believe, like whether we're rightly or wrongly. Yeah. So I just thought it was just interesting, like the leaders.
It was tasteless, man. It was tasteless.
And that's like the leaders at City just seem to be capitulating through one form or one way or another.
Like I said to you at the start of the season, bro, like defensively, they've not got it, bro. And like I was also saying, I mentioned the other day, but Guehi was not going to answer Liverpool's problems, so he's not going to answer Man City's problems.
Alone.
Impossible.
Yeah, of course not.
Impossible, because the problems at Liverpool and Man City are bigger than the manager, in my opinion. They're bigger than the manager. Like, obviously, Man City is the fact that they're doing a rebuild, but I feel like their manager doesn't love. I was going to say the game, but I'd say the game in England as he once did, and that happens when you're not winning in the way you were winning. So, yeah, I feel like Man City they're not giving a good showing of themselves, man, and it's not. There's absolutely nothing for their fans to write home about currently.
So, are you expecting a win at Anfield then?
Oh, it's at Anfield. Yeah, like, I honestly speaking,
I think it is at Anfield.
It might be. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. No, I think it is. But the last game where we lost to them, I don't think they were good in that game. I think we were just terribly shit. And for me to see, I can't see Man City being that good to blow us away this time, innit? So like maybe like Haaland can do something, Šeško might be able to do something, but we shouldn't be getting beaten by, especially at Anfield, but we shouldn't be getting beaten by this current version of Man City. So Arsenal should be going 10 points.
No, because right now we're six. We're six.
Should be going 9 points then.
Yeah. So obviously on Liverpool, you guys had a tidy victory against Newcastle. And especially you came off a
small club, bruv.
You had a good show in midweek as well.
Yeah.
Obviously you was playing Karabag. I won't call them carrier bag as I.
You see Karabag though. Obviously they. I'm not saying it because we beat them, but people in the group were saying, yeah, this should be a foregone conclusion. But then I looked at their results. I was like, bro, they drew Chelsea, they beat Benfica, they beat a couple other teams as well, bro. And then they qualified for the next thing. They're small boys, but they're not small.
What, they made it through.
They made it through. I think they got Newcastle next or something. So yeah, man. Like,
so it just lends to it was an impressive performance.
Yeah. The Karabag I've seen in the Champions League, I think they played Real Madrid. They lost to them, but they played well in that game. The Karabag I've seen in the Champions League were better than what was at Anfield. Maybe because they've qualified, and so they didn't give the best showing in it. But we didn't get to see what could have happened, because they could have been a problem to Liverpool. At the start of the game, they had a couple run-ins at our goal as well, where they probably should have scored as well, but Alisson was in imperious form, man. But yeah, carrying that form into the Newcastle game, it was kind of like the Man United question, isn't it? Because it's not the first or last time we've done well in the Champions League. Against Real Madrid, for example, we've whooped them, we've whooped Marseille. Can we do something good against Newcastle where it counts? And the answer was yes, and that was somewhat impressive.
Were you worried when obviously Gordon opened up the scoring? Were you thinking, oh, here we go again?
Nah. Funny, when I was watching that, shout out Raf. Obviously, Raf does this thing here where he, and I used to do it sometimes, but I don't do it that much. But like the concept of the football gods, in it. If you like say some stuff, then you're gonna get punished, in it.
Raf does that loads,
bro. So what he tries to do, he tries to say something like, Anthony Gordon scored a banger, but you know that Liverpool are gonna come back.
Yeah.
He tries to make the football god say, is that what you think?
Yeah. Raf does that so
he
hard.
does it very there. I'm like, bro, I can see right through you, man. But even when he said it, I agreed with him still, man. I like. Anthony Gordon scored that goal, but I feel like what Newcastle do, they like to put your head in the washing machine, full spin cycle for the first 15 minutes, bro. If you get through that, they're there to be picked off, man.
They're toothless.
Toothless, bro, man. And they didn't have Bruno G or Joe Linton.
So it wasn't as physical.
Wasn't as physical in the middle, and Ekitike was just taking a piss out of them, and like one of my...
Ekitike is starting to get on my bloody nerves, man, because obviously I've got... a wager against some guys that weren't like pussies like you and a certain other Liverpool fan.
No, yeah, I'm a child of God. I don't gamble like that no more, bruv. I don't.
I didn't even challenge it. You was like, I don't. Because it's like,
no, because
whatever was inside you, whatever was inside your head was like, nah, I'm chatting shit. And then you said to your own head, nah, I don't.
Charles, you see how I used to make money off Arsenal winning. I don't do that anymore, bruv. I don't do it anymore, bro.
Because it's hurting you too much.
You think getting paid hurts me, bro? No, it's just not my thing anymore, bro.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'll let you lie on air if you want to, bro.
Right, listen, we can talk about after, innit? but yeah, but no, that was. You're right. I think I was a bit harsh on you. It was a decent bet at the time, but yeah.
Yeah, and look, Ekitike, man, he's 14 goals in all competitions now, 4 assists. I don't know how many of that is in the Prem. But it's like obviously there was a time when I was getting onto him just saying, he's gone through a little bit of a goal drought.
Yeah.
Is he becoming some sort of like flat track bully almost? But I mean, 2 goals against Newcastle. I think Newcastle are reputable opponents. The goals were class. The link up between him and Wirtz is looking like real dynamic duo business, man. And like I said, man, Wirtz is awake, bro.
Yeah.
Wirtz is awake. And I think you and a certain other Liverpool fans have always said they're not really worried about Wirtz.
No chance.
Yeah, man, because his performances were showing that, look, all he's lacking is GA. And once you get the GA...
And it wasn't even his fault. It was his fault on the Gs. But it was everyone else's fault on the A's, bro. Because people were missing some sitters, bro.
Yeah. But I mean, you know what I will say though? Wirtz was very lightweight. He was getting flung around, like moving like Cucurella.
Yeah, which is why
all of a sudden he seems a little bit more sturdy.
Yeah, because do you know what I mean? I think some of the things that are happening to him in this game, there'll be fouls in the Bundesliga and vice versa. And I feel like I was saying with Šeško, I feel like there's a bit of physical settling in that is required in the Premier League as well as joining a new club, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But in the Premier League, a lot more. So I watched the interview that he done the other day, and he was just saying like, bro, like, he just talked to him, and I was like, bruv, there's no way I'm shit. Yeah. There's no way I'm rubbish, bro. Like, I haven't come from Germany or here.
Well, he was talking that stick talk, yeah?
No, not necessarily stick, because he was talking to an interview and he's just saying like to himself, like, it's not making sense, bro.
Yeah.
So he just started like looking at himself in the mirror, and then...
Well, you know what? Slot kind of stuck by him as well. Like, he didn't like...
Yeah.
He didn't drop him.
So funny you say that. He dropped him from the Newcastle game, the return fixture that we won.
Oh,
he dropped him for that game because people thought it would be too physical for him. So this game was he had to show.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe there's a psychological...
I mean, like you said though, no Bruno G, no Joe Linton. Did he show it, or did he get off lightly?
No, well, maybe, who knows? But he definitely showed that his physicality is there. He's there to ride challenges, and he's there to get stuck in and dribble through guys. Because remember, he did it in Arsenal, and that was a penalty, by the way. The one where Trossard ran 50 yards to foul him for no reason, bro.
Oh, yeah, no comment, man.
Yeah, but he dribbled through a couple of men in that game, and he did it again here, and then he did it again in this game through Newcastle, and then got a goal from it, bro, man. So he's showing that he's a bit of a fearless player, bro. Like winning Bundesliga Player of the Year at the age of 20, I think it was.
Yeah, no, to be fair, like
he's only 22 now, so
if you guys can rebuild your like continue rebuilding your team? Because I think you're gonna need one. I think you're gonna have to find a solution for Salah. I think Salah's gonna be out the door next season, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think Wirtz. I'm not Wirtz. I'm VVD. I'm not saying he's going to be out the door, but I do think you're gonna need to start looking.
I think we've signed Jacket. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Jeremy Jacket.
Yeah.
That we hijacked him from Chelsea apparently. But
I saw that.
But I know Liverpool.
Do you know much about him though?
I don't.
Yeah.
But apparently he's highly rated and regarded as the best CB prospect according to Fabrizio Romano.
I heard that about Euro once upon a time.
I only heard it from Man United fans, so I didn't hear it from anyone that was a United fan. But what people are saying it's a hijack. But one thing I know about Michael Edwards and Hughes, they don't do impulse buys. So I know they've been watching this guy for a long time, and I think maybe Chelsea were gaining an edge on him, and Chelsea wanted him now. Mm-hmm. And maybe we had the edge because we agreed the deal now, and we were happy to take him in the summer rather than now, even though we ain't got no CBs. Yeah. But we've also signed 2 other CBs for the summer as well. So we're stacking up players, man.
Yeah, so you're working towards that already.
Yeah.
And obviously with Wirtz looking like he's finding his feet a little bit, is a lot to be excited about. Konate, he lost his dad. R.I.P. to your pops.
R.I.P.
And he got a goal. It looked like there was some great camaraderie on show. Like everybody went up to congratulate him for the goal and stuff like that. How did it feel like just watching that game as a Liverpool fan? Because I mean, as me who I regularly hate watch. That was one of my worst hate watches still. And I wasn't even watching it probably because I went to go and get a trim for Max's baptism.
Yeah.
But that looked like the best I've seen Liverpool in a little while. But I'm not a fan, so would you agree with that?
Yeah. Again, so it's one of those things where when you got Konate playing in that kind of way, you're happy. But I feel like playing against Anthony Gordon, he has the edge in terms of catching him with speed, strength. So these are the kind of games he likes. But when it's like a bit of a trickier forward, I felt Newcastle kind of flopped by not playing Voltamade because I think that guy, he drops deep, and that's when you're taking Konate into the deep end. Okay. And then you, like, against a more intelligent attacker than Anthony Gordon, like your Martinelli's, your Anthony Gordon's, I think he's calm with that. Okay. When there's somebody who's got crazy movement like a Isak or something, I think that's when it's a problem, innit? Okay. So obviously I think it was quite a routine game from the inform Konate. Yeah. Obviously everything around that was good. But once you have that basis where we know that VVD doesn't have to worry about his other defensive partner, I think that's a good foundation to build upon. Yeah. So that's what we saw. Szoboszlai was playing right back. Didn't give Barnes or Gordon a sniff in that game as well. And Ekitike and Wirtz were free to work around in the midfield. So that's why when Anthony Gordon scored that goal, I knew that we would have our chances. Yeah. And I didn't think that Newcastle's defence was going to be solid enough without the protection of Joelinton and Bruno G to protect the goal. So I don't think it was the greatest performance because of the circumstances. But in terms of how fluid it was and how back and forth, even Kirkes' through ball to Ekitike, that finish was crazy. Yeah. Toe punt. I'm always here for the toe punt finish. So yeah, it was good to see, but it doesn't fill me with confidence just as yet.
Okay, because I noticed as well, you kind of went back to the setup or the formation that you guys started the season with, but then you kind of veered away from it when you went through that little rut where you kind of was just losing games back to back.
Like I'm saying, so we had to be pragmatic in that sense, but I think they knew that Newcastle were going to be pamming the set pieces in terms of like corners and sending it long in it. So I think he wanted to be a bit more dynamic on the counter-attack. Yeah. And the formation he's been playing doesn't allow for that as much, man. But Mo Salah, boy.
Yeah, I mean, Mo Salah, he doesn't do much, but he pops up and he's useful in little moments. Like I think
he stank, bruv.
No, because what he's not doing. He's not beating the player on the right any longer. But
he's had him in pocket, bro.
But he's holding the ball up just long enough to allow to draw players into him, allowing space for your Wirtz and your Ekitike dynamic duo to work centrally.
Yeah, but not enough. So Salah last season, you were able to do a long ball in the air to him or get the ball into feet, and he's pinning his left back.
He's old now, man.
Exactly. So you're not pinning your left back,
Yeah.
and you're so.
Della tried to warn you, bro.
What do you mean? But it was old last season, bro.
But he still tried to warn you, bro.
No, he tried to warn me 2 seasons ago, bro, and he was
So-
wrong. So that's the thing. You lot can't. I'm not. I will never give you credit. Yeah, I'll give Doug credit because Doug only told me once, and he was correct. But if you lot keep on telling me, that Mo Salah, when he turns 28, from 28 to 32, that this guy is too old, blah, blah, blah.
No, but he was more like, to credit to Della, because he was more damning. He was saying, look, because you said to him, I recall, you was like, why are you laughing, or why are you happy about Salah extending his contract? And Della gave you his reason why he was happy, and his happiness has been actually like you're seeing why he's happy. So I don't know why you can't give him the credit for
because
if you asked him.
Because the season before he said that he's not going to do what he's going to do.
But the season before, let's charge that one to the game.
No. So
Because you've asked him, and you've actually said, why are you happy that this guy's extending his contract?
Yeah.
And you've asked him off of the strength of the fact that he's done this before and he was wrong. So you're trying to say, bro, he was wrong before, you're going to be wrong again. And Della's
I didn't say you're going to be wrong again.
Well, you're saying it now.
No, I didn't say you're going to be wrong again. I'm saying when he said, Della said that he's going to do X, and then it didn't happen. The next season he said he's going to do X, and it happened.
And you challenged him, and he.
I challenged him both times, and I was right one time, and he was right one time.
Bro,
so I don't understand. So it's 1-1, bro. I don't get what the problem is.
But the football moved on, and
we won the league when he was wrong, and then what's happened when he's wrong?
Okay, I mean,
when he's right, sorry,
you might not finish in the top 5. That's what. You might not. I mean, the season's not over yet.
But my point is that the thing that I needed from my club, we got when I was right.
So what?
And not only that. A record-breaking season. Come on, bro.
Right,
but you want me to give him more props than you should give me.
Joey, before you went into this moment of defence, you were just shitting on Salah. All I'm saying to you is you ain't going to give a man his credit, and then you just got into this.
No, because there's no credit due, bro. Did Della give me credit, bro, when he broke records after he said it?
I don't know. I don't believe... I can't remember, but he probably didn't. He was like...
So I can't give him any credit for, like you say, a broken clock is right, where blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's all it is, bro.
Fair dues.
Fuck you, bro.
Hey, I want to quickly, because it's time's against us because you started a little bit late. We ain't even touched on the Gooners, or the Gunners, should I say? Gooners is the fans. But bro, did you catch the Chelsea game? Yeah.
Who did they play again? Brentford? No,
so Brentford played Villa.
Yeah.
Villa. By the way,
I watched the Chelsea game. That game pissed me off, bro, man. Obviously, they play West Ham, innit?
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
Bowen could be a decent replacement for Salah, by the way.
People said that, but I think he's too old, man.
Possibly.
Too old. But he's good, man. He's very, very good, man. But his name's Bowen, not Bowen, though.
But cool, man.
But that's calm, man. It's calm.
I need to stop doing this into my pronunciations, man. But yeah, man. So what was it? This West Ham 2-0 up.
Yeah, 2-0 up.
I
made the mistake of cussing Chelsea, obviously. When,
that's what you say. The football gods. The football gods had something for you. So it's your fault.
It's my fault. It's my fault for sure, bro.
Oh man, I think this is the first time Chelsea have won a game after being 2-0 down. I don't know if there's a time span or not. If that's just ever.
I think it might be ever at halftime. 2-0 at halftime. That's the first time. Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? Like, because I was giving Liam and Rosinha credit. Like, so I'm saying, this guy's actually done well. Bar the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
He's actually done well, and people.
Simon Jordan said it in the game against Napoli. Yeah, but he's doing. Obviously, Simon Jordan likes him as well. He's winning games he's supposed to be winning. This is another example of it, if I'm going to be honest.
It's supposed to be winning when you're a new guy. You're looking at players.
Chelsea have a better squad than West Ham, so that they're always supposed to be winning that.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you on that. I mean, he's having a look at players. It looks like a lot of Chelsea fans. Sorry, they're tired of the Garnacho experiment. Gittins, they don't want to see him.
Exactly. Obviously,
Hato looks like I don't know if he was
we were linked with him as well, yeah.
Right prospect, like when you was talking about your CB that was linked with, and we've heard about the stories about all these CBs that are meant to be great prospects. Hato's, I mean, we were linked with him as well.
Yeah. But I'm not judging him based on going to Chelsea.
Yeah.
But I'm even reluctant to judge Garnacho on going to Chelsea, even though I thought he was dead at Man United, bro.
Yeah.
But going to that place is not the greatest environment for development, in my opinion. But one thing I'll say about Rosignol is that his selection wasn't great because I think he's resting players for tomorrow's game against Arsenal in the League Cup.
Do you give them a chance?
Club's showing resilience, so why not, man? Why not? But if João Pedro can do what he did in the Champions League, then they've got all the chance in the world, man. But again, it's a game they should have won. And if he had started with a team that he finished with, it would have been slim pickings, man.
Did you see anything from Cole Palmer to suggest that there's an ascendancy due?
I stopped watching Cole Palmer. I stopped watching the game when Cole Palmer came on. To be fair, so I didn't catch the final goal. It's only when people said it I went back to watch the game and then I saw the replays. But Cole Palmer showed me that he's on the ascendancy in that game against Napoli.
Okay.
Because when he came on, bruv, he was moving mad still. He was moving mad, man. So yeah, like you know how I feel about Cole Palmer, bro. I think Cole Palmer is a cold player, bro.
Yeah, no, he's cold. He's cold, but I've seen so many so much critique going on like forward players, especially Arsenal forward players, but I'm just seeing a lot of forward players across the Premier League just seem to just be lacking.
Everybody's suffering from Mo Salahism.
I don't even know what that means, bro.
All attackers are stinking, bro. All attacking wide men have been stinking this season, bro. I can't think of anyone that's been like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it has been a bit bad, and I guess maybe Bowen. But it has been a bit bad. Hence why, like, when I see stuff like Paul Scholes saying about Arsenal's front four won't get into anyone's Premier League teams of the season, there's a lot of like there is credence to that. But I think Saka can slip in there. Pause.
No chance.
I think he can slip in there.
No chance, bro.
But anyway, before we even,
why would you do that, bro, and then try and move on?
No, I'm not even trying to move on. I'm trying to stay on Chelsea just slightly because,
cool.
Well, I need to laugh with you quickly, man. Because, well, what's going on with your boy Adama Traore, man? This guy, yeah, not only did he body Cucurella, I mean, that's still. No, he dashed him away like he was throwing away a chewing gum wrapper.
But you see, Cucurella, bro, he always like flies away. Like he's so light, bro. Like he just goes wherever the wind takes him, bro.
Well, you see, that was me, bro. I'm sorry, Cucurella, bro. Like, what's that lunatic young spray? I don't know if you watch catch up with some of the other content spaces. Yeah, he did something with some girl, Michelle Bigley, and he talks about rolling around with her.
I watched that.
He's like he rolls around.
I wish I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I know, because he's a silly guy, innit? Yeah. He says he walks around with his apple peeler, bro. I was thinking, Cucurella needs his apple peeler. He needs to meet him at the car park
100%.
or back, because there's no way. Imagine dashing you like that on TV, bro, and you're going back to your family.
Well, I think it was the worst. I'm going to do a clip. I'm going to do a clip of it still, bro.
João Pedro.
Yeah, João Pedro. He pushed him and he turned around, bro. Try and say, what, you want some of this?
And he starts walking through.
João Pedro's like, no.
Hey, Joey walked up to him like he was a real beast in the jungle, man. A real gorilla just going up towards.
Yeah, bro. When you tweeted it, when you said that in the group as well, I was crying, bro.
No, because, bro, João Pedro definitely was considering his life's decision.
What have I done?
Yeah, but you know what though? I rate him though, bruv. You see,
I don't rate him.
No, because he's, bruv, you see your boy, you see your boy's just been flung away.
Yeah.
Nah, bruv, you gotta have that. You know what it was? It was fight or flight.
It was a bad decision, bruv.
It was a bad decision, but I respected the decision to back his boy, bruv.
Yeah,
and then
he who runs away lives to run away another day, bro. Don't ever forget that, bro. That's been my motto since 16, bro.
Oh, jeez, man.
I hold tight Chelsea, man. Like, again, the Chelsea win, the Man United win, they're all big wins, man, because it's like, you can do it against Napoli and you can raise your level up to play against Man Uniteds and Man Cities and the Arsenals and all that kind of stuff, but it's the West Hams that you need to, they're your bread and butter, bro. Yeah. That's how you win leagues, by beating them, not by beating the top contenders.
I can't lie, I was glad that it went the way it went because West Ham forced Chelsea to come out and have to play. Of course. He forced Liam Rosignol to bring on his better players. And that means that they're a bit more jaded, the word you used before, when they have to come to the carpet.
Or sharper.
But listen, I know Manchester United took the carpet for a dance floor, but listen, it's still the carpet. So Chelsea, we'll see you there. Speaking of the Gunners, Leeds have not been an easy game for Liverpool failed to beat them twice this season. Not been an easy game for United. Not been an easy game for a lot of
teams.
clubs.
Yeah.
So it definitely wasn't a foregone conclusion going to Ellen Road. I think it was a
test. It was a
test.
test.
I think it was a test, man, and I think it was a good professional performance from Arsenal, man. I think it was great. As Bukayo Saka, obviously he pulls up with a hammy before the game's even kicked off. And Noni Madueke, someone that I've had a lot of critique for because of his final, his end product.
People call him Gervais. Is it Gervais or wasn't it? I think
It's Vino.
Yeah.
Gervais.
Yeah, that's his real name. Bro.
Is it?
I think it's Gervais or something like that. They call him Gervinho.
Yeah, okay. Well, boy. I mean, I think he looks better at Arsenal, but his GA or his final actions haven't necessarily corroborated all of that.
Like I said, he says a lot but doesn't do.
But I thought that was harsh when you said that, but I hear it at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think he needed to get some GA in the Premier League because obviously that Sky Sports tried to propel, that massive media corporation that's got something against us.
Yeah.
But he stepped up and he done his thing, man. The cross for Zubimendi's goal. Great ball, man. The corner that he took was on the money so
on the
much
button,
that he literally scored from it. It was giving us our own goal, so all the narratives about own goal FC was getting ready to get
Still
loaded
correct,
up.
though.
But
Still correct,
the Premier League did the right thing and corrected it. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But set piece FC, I don't mind it, like I said.
Yeah, but it's a badge of honour, in my opinion. It's a badge of honour. It's only not a badge of honour when you can't score set pieces and you can't score open play goals.
Yeah, 100%. Look.
That applies to all clubs.
Yeah.
That applies to all clubs.
Look, if a team's going to play low blocks against you or going to make themselves difficult to beat, you have to find different ways to win.
Yeah.
And in us finding ways to win via set pieces, bruv, I can't lie, man. That's why I was saying last week, even I got very animated about it. I'm like, I love it. Like, if you can give me the Premier League title winning this way, do you think I'm going to care? I don't give a toss.
What about if it was when everyone else has COVID?
When everyone has COVID.
Yeah.
Listen, you know how shameless I would have been. You see, when people when fans get rattled, I'm saying,
I don't
COVID
understand it, bro. I don't understand.
You see me, you tell me I'm enjoying it. I'm like, I'm like, give me more,
bro. I'm in the lab trying to cook up the next pandemic, bro. Give me my next title, bro.
Bro, Cuff that's been on the episode, bro. Without fail, every morning this guy will message me, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what nonsense he's coming up with next. I'm like, the desperations are beautiful. I love that you've gone from being at the parade, Premier League champions, to this. I love it, bro. So I'm just like, bro, I don't get why fans get rattled by that. COVID champions, cool, bro. I'll say, cool. Call me COVID champions times 2, bro.
Yeah, bro.
In fact, I'll even boast even more that I'm the COVID champion because if that's what's meant to piss me off.
We're the only COVID champions.
Exactly, bro.
Only ones ever.
I'm like, set piece FC, yeah, quick, give it to me, man. Pause.
Oh, man, pause.
Yeah. But Newcomers, 2 goals in back-to-back.
Not rating either of them. Actually, the thingy goal was decent still.
Well, and we're now talking about 4 goals in. Is it the last?
Yeah, but the issue's never been goals. Like nobody's ever said that he's not going to score goals.
But are you concerned as a rival fan that he might be picking up
not
a flow, a rhythm, some momentum?
Not at all, bro.
What have you not? Because you was calling him Levi Jeans.
He still is Levi Jeans, though. Is he? Do you think he's not Levi Jeans anymore?
I think he's a goal scorer.
Wearing Levi Jeans and Tim's, bro.
That's all I care about.
You can bang goals. Lukaku banged goals and was Timberlands, Captain Timberlands. So you can do that, bro. But I've never said that he's not going to score goals. In fact, I've said he's going to score goals. The only thing I said is ugly, bruv. That's the only thing I've said. And that's fine. Because like set pieces, like COVID, give me all the ugly strikers you can give me if they're going to bang goals and they're going to do the job for me, bro.
Fair enough.
He's just that guy, bro. But some, like I'm saying, you included, some Arsenal fans can't take the fact that he's butters, bruv.
Listen,
I have to give you this pep talk, you to not be beefing me when I'm telling you he's Levi Jeans.
No, bro. I'm just
with Zeds.
With your careers, I accepted time ago that we're probably going to carry him along, to be fair. But as long as he gets me some goals and gets us across the line,
as long as you give back,
exactly.
Yeah.
Odegaard was discussed last episode, and we was talking about, is it an Odegaard thing or is it an Arteta system thing? Arteta kind of found a clever way to complement him, but also kind of dare I say, throw him under the bus and
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
this ain't me, Don.
Yeah.
This is Odegaard being
And
Odegaard.
it showed it was when he came on and he started playing way more forward passes, bro.
I was gonna
So
say.
it was him, bro.
Yeah. So it looks like he responded in the right way. I'm trying to think if I've missed. Obviously, Gabriel Jesus, he's come on. It's good to see our strikers like scoring goals. Like,
Havertz starting as well.
Havertz started. Havertz was amazing. I know we was playing Karat Almighty or whatever.
Right, bro.
But the Havertz five.
No, but he started against Leeds, didn't it?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He started
yeah,
against Leeds, but off the back of an impressive performance. At
Good
the
goal
Champions
and
League.
assist, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man. So yeah, it was good. I mean, there's concerns that like for Eze, like what's going on with
it's like I said at the start of the episode. It takes time. It can take time to adjust at a new club in the same league.
Even if you're
on
Premier
record.
League proven.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
100%, because you're Premier League proven in your big fish in a small pond. Jack Grealish at Man City, and now you're average sized fish in a large pond, bro.
Oh, that's a very measured and mature response, and I hear it too.
Yeah, that's the case for him though. If I'm going to be honest, and it's not any fault of his. I don't think it's even like a psychological thing. I'm at a bigger club. I think it's just that Arteta hasn't figured out what to do with him.
But possibly. Yeah, possibly, definitely. I just think Arsenal fans are probably, obviously we were coming from let it all work out to,
you lot always do that to yourselves, man.
but to now not seeing him play,
Yeah,
it's just it's
something had to give this season, bro. You had to sacrifice something to get the title win, and it was either going to be Cucurella, yeah, or him.
Well, boy, some might say it's been both.
It's definitely been both.
Marino is injured now.
Marino, I don't think it makes it. That's a big impact on your team.
I think it does. I think it's a big loss personally. Saka, obviously, he's pulled out. I don't know how long he's going to be gone. And obviously, Nuneri, like I'm personally pissed that he's gone, especially when he scores on his debut for Marseille. I'm pissed. So, squad depth being one of the major things that I think has been a strength of ours. It does concern. It does concern me a little bit that those three. Muneri's gone for the rest of the season. Saka, I don't know how long, and Marino might be for the rest of the season. It concerns me just a little bit, but I do think we have enough to.
Yeah, I think you just signed a new contract, bro.
Yeah, I think we have enough to go.
Max Dowman, yeah.
Yeah, that was dope as well. But yeah, I gotta wrap this up just because we started a little bit late and stuff. I got a concept though that we need to take into next week's episode. Yeah. Paul Scholes has been talking garbage, rubbing out his own legacy, and the rest of the Man United fans talking garbage, talking about nobody in Arsenal's front four would.
I don't know if it's garbage.
I
think that's true. I think it is true.
But you know why it's garbage? Because who the fuck cares, bro? Like,
what? Hang on a minute.
I'll tell you why.
So why have a podcast? That's what you said last week.
No.
Why have a podcast?
No, I'll tell you why. Who the fuck cares? Because in his teams, where he's won trophy.
There was.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's the same case.
But there was no podcast at the time for people to be saying it, bro.
Yeah, well, but that's what I'm saying. You are coming out and rubbing yourself out.
Yeah.
So, but I wanted to now say, dude, piggybacking off that comment. Maybe next week, let's do our Premier League team of the season so far, man.
We didn't do one in the new year, so I'm up for that.
Yeah. Let's do one. Should we quickly do back pages before we wrap this up? Yeah. So all right, so let's get onto the back pages. Have you got one?
Yeah, it's an easy one for me, man. Mine is, can I give it to two people?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, Florian Wirtz and Ekitike, man, because obviously Wirtz has had to go through a bit of pressure coming in the same way Gyökeres and pretty much every new player has this season. But the link up, seeing their interviews is beautiful to see. Beautiful football coming back to the Premier League, especially under the backdrop of the ugly set pieces and all that kind of stuff and the long throws. Yeah, no shade.
No, but them two have been playing some good football.
It's nice to see, man. But I don't care. I don't want that if we're not going to win titles, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this season you lot get a blind, but next season it needs to be coming.
Yeah, make sure it's
make sure you win something this season if I'm going to be here. You're still in the FA Cup, bro. You're still in the Champions League.
Win
something, bro. Win something, man.
Because if I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm still expecting something. 100%. You can't spend 500 million in one summer transfer window and not win nothing.
You can, bro. You can.
Okay.
You can.
Okay. What, I did too much?
Taking a mile without giving you an inch, bro. But yeah. But yeah, shout out them guys, man.
Yeah. Mine is gonna go to. I'm gonna move away from football. I'm gonna go give it to Šeško Stevenson from boxing.
What's he done?
He basically become a 4 division youngest 4 division world champion, beating Teofimo Lopez. The funny thing about it, this Teofimo Lopez, is you know what? Big him up as well, like, because he seems like he's going through some things at the moment, man. He's really like, look, we have to advocate for men's mental health and stuff like that, but he seems like he's really in some self-loathing period after the beatdown that he got. Like, he got freaking Shakur's jabbed his face off. But reason why people won't feel so sorry for him, because man was saying some questionable stuff, man, like talking about black people being monkeys and
where's he from?
Feeding them bananas. He's like, I don't know if he's one of them like Puerto Rican Mexican.
I know black.
Yeah,
I know blacks.
Yeah. Like, you know, like them fat Joes that was this, like, use the N-word.
But I ain't black though.
One of them ones. Okay, he's like, like when Teo's using it, he's saying the N-word, but he's with the hard ER kind of thing. So it was one of them. And then, like, to the point, where Šeško beat this guy so bad, he starts apologizing for the slavery black people went through. Like,
bro, that he's a product of slavery as well.
So my back page just goes to Teo, not to Teo, to freaking Šeško Stevenson for freaking beating some sense back into that guy. But on a serious,
sorry, quick, when you say 4 divisions, what's that? 4 weight categories?
Yeah, 4 weight categories.
Yeah.
4 weight categories. So just going up. Man. So now he's challenged. He's called out Conor Ben. He's much better than Conor Ben. He just wants.
Right, where did he start, bro? He went for what, flyweight, bro?
Yeah. But the thing is, Conor Ben is naturally a welterweight.
Yeah.
So he went up a couple of divisions to fight but he's a big welterweight.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what Conor Ben lacks in skill, he's got in heart, and you know what I mean. And he's somewhat a skilled fighter, but I think Šeško Stevenson's above his level. I think he would admit that. But pick you up, Conor Ben, man. But yeah, man, I think that's gonna be us for the week.
Yeah,
we'll be back next week, same time, same place next week. We're out.
Peace.